Welcome back to the channel, guys. In the last video you saw us figure out that a lot is wrong with this car, and in this video we're going to fix all those issues and hopefully get this car back on the road for the final time. So stay tuned to find out. Okay guys, so first things first, we have to put the water pump on. We actually spoke to a Mercedes specialist. As you saw previously, we had a problem with one of the holes not being tapped. But after speaking to them, apparently some of these water pumps actually come with the hole not tapped and you have to tap it yourself. So we're going to have to just put it on and then put the bolt in and it would tap itself. So yeah, let's get to it.
Alright guys, so obviously this one, the hole isn't tapped, so you got to use this bolt that comes with it, obviously, which got a bit of a taper on the end, so that will actually tap the hole itself. And this one doesn't, this one's just with a normal bolt. So this one goes in this one, which already has the thing, and then you tap this into there. You got to be very careful so you don't like make it crooked or anything. It's got to be like dead straight, get it in, and then that'll tap its own thing because of like the taper and stuff.
Alright, so pretty much all the bolts are in, as you can see that now. Hopefully you can see it has thread in it. So yeah, let's put the pulleys where those threads are.
Alright guys, so there we go. Water pump is completely on with the other two pulleys and the hose at the bottom that goes into the main coolant rad. So now we're going to put on the compressor and feed that line all the way back that we took off, replace the TX valve, and yeah, get this thing even more ready than it already is. Alright guys, so our next job was to get the AC line in. So this has taken about a few hours, just getting things sorted out, but we've managed to somewhat get it in place. This is actually off the car we had at home, since we had to get the other one bended to fit the other rad, which didn't end up fitting, and then the other one no longer fit this. So we had to get the one from home, which was actually slightly different because that's for the sedan 2008 W204 C63. So it was a tiny bit different, but we think we've got it right. As you can see, it goes all the way under there, through by the windshield cleaner, then up under here, under that line, then past the way you jump start it, all the way back to the TX valve. So we've got it in, but yeah.
Okay, so before we put any of the components back in for the AC, we're gonna just put some brake cleaner in the pipe just to clean it out. So just a bit of the brake cleaner in there. Now air. You got it? So because the AC line's already in and mostly plumbed, we have to flush it while it's in the car. So we have a rag just behind here so that the contaminants doesn't get sprayed into the firewall and into God knows where. So yeah, let's just give it a quick flush out. Okay, so once the flush is done, as you can see hopefully, on that rag there's a bunch of dirt, which is exactly why we did it, to get that stuff out. So now that all that stuff is done, we can put the compressor and the condenser back in.
We got the brand new condenser. No, we got the brand new compressor right here. Looks pretty nice. Christian's gonna put it on. We'll be good. It's all Christian today. I'm not doing anything. And that is Denso. That's the brand of this one. So it's good quality. Pretty sure probably Mercedes use the same thing. Looks real nice.
So now that the compressor's officially on and the lines from it are run up along the side of the car, we're going to give this thing another pressure wash, just because we've noticed this oil spot here and we want to make sure that it's not a current one, as well as just some dirt. Like that's from the previous engine mounts, the little oil that sits in it. You have more underneath there. Just get it clean again so that we don't have to take it apart again. It's all clean. Peace of mind. Okay, so everything's power washed now. It's all clean. So now that that's all power washed, we got to get the belt in before we do any of the rads or any of that stuff. So here's the new belt, straight from Mercedes. It's actually made by Gates, funny enough, which is
the same thing.
Yeah, same thing that we had before. So not much difference, but yeah. Let's get this on there.
Alright guys, so the belt is on. All good, looking good. But we decided we're gonna go home because it's kind of late and we're just gonna do it tomorrow. We're gonna finish it tomorrow. So yeah.
Welcome back to day 3 of working on this car. So far we have the belts, the pulleys, the AC line is now plumbed up, the compressor's back on. So for today's task, we need to get the condenser on, the rest of the rad packs, we need to plumb all of it up. What else is there? Get the top trim on.
Steering rack.
Steering rack has to be bolted back on.
Transmission mounts.
We have to do the transmission mount. The time is 10:35. Bit late, but that's alright. We'll see how long it takes us. We'll check in with you at each interval. First things to go in is the fan and the rad.
Alright guys, so now it is 12:43. And we've got everything on. We've got the rads, the condenser, the AC line, all the like support brackets, all the coolers, everything, the intake, like guides, Mercedes symbol. We've got it all on. As you can see, the engine's sitting a lot higher than it used to. I don't know if it's just a placebo effect, but it looks a hell of a lot higher up. It looks a bit nicer. So now it's time to put all this stuff on the back here. Get the wipers on. Get all that going, then move to underneath the car, fit up the oil cooler, do the transmission mount, all that fun stuff. So we're gonna get going with that now.
So, while you watch us put a plastic bag over the AC line, because at this stage we're still waiting for the new condenser to come in, it's probably worth mentioning that this oil cooler you see hanging down here actually requires the bumper to come off to be able for it to click into place. Now, I'm not sure if we put the rads back in the wrong order, but nevertheless, let's take the bumper off and get it put in.
the whole reason we had to take out this whole thing, guys, was just so we can click this thing. Wow. Now I gotta put this whole thing back on.
So we got the steering back on, all the plates back on. Now we just need to do the transmission mount next, and then put on all the skid pans, under tray, put on the under trays, then the front wheels, and we should be, no, then have to fill the car with coolant. Then we will be done. So yeah, let's get to putting the transmission mount in. It shouldn't take longer than 10 minutes. Very easy on these cars.
Alright guys, so everything's on, everything's ready. We've filled up the coolant again with the right stuff. Thank you for all your comments. We got it right this time, I think. Filled it up. Now we're gonna start it to see if we put the right amount of coolant in, get it circulating through the system, and see if there's any leaks. Hopefully there's no leaks. And then we'll put the under tray on and take it for a test drive.
Now it was finally time to see if we had finally fixed the problem. Let's see if it starts.
Alright, so the noise that was there before is gone. It sounds really smooth. I don't know if you guys can see the pulleys. You don't really need to, but it's running really smooth right now. Going really well. And we have no leaks or anything underneath, so we've put everything back on correctly. No leaks, nothing dripping. She's good. She is good. No, it's fine.
Look how smooth it sounds now. There's no more slapping, ticking, banging, none of that. I'm going to put the mic up there just so you can understand just how smooth this thing sounds now. And look at that, so smooth you can balance a coin on it.
Alright guys, the big moment has finally come. We're going to drive this thing again and see if we fixed it. I really hope we have. I'm really nervous because I don't know, but I think it's fixed. We're about to find out though, so let's go.
So, there it was. Hopefully our final time with this car off the road. You guys may not see it because these videos are all edited, but this is months worth of work, and we really hope this issue is finally resolved so we can finally appreciate this car for what it is. We also want to say a big thank you to all of you guys for the support we get. I know it isn't huge, but to those of you subscribing, liking and leaving comments, we greatly appreciate the support. Please continue to do that as it helps us out a lot. First time turning onto the road. The oil is at 93. I hope you heard that. Is that hot? No. Okay, so for context guys, it was climbing in the 5-degree intervals. We think we have fixed the issue guys. We fixed the issue. The temp's fine. That's good.
Let this loader go.
God damn. That is it for the first drive.
There we go, guys. We did it.
Completely fixed. Yeah, we think. Hopefully,
99% sure.
should be smooth sailing from here, hopefully.
99% sure.
Well, that's it guys. We finally fixed the cooling issue with the car. We're so happy to see that it's all running right and smooth as you saw. Thank God it was not a head gasket because that would have been one hell of a job. So in that case, we'll see you guys next week for the finale of this series. Please stay tuned, and if you liked the video, please like it, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments below, because you guys have actually helped us a lot in these videos with figuring out the problems, realizing the coolant was the wrong color, things like that. So please keep the comments coming and we'll be sure to keep replying.